morning, everyone. Welcome to Trucks and Coffee. Today we're entering the terminal, picking up my first load of the day. It's about 5 a.m. Terminal is pretty much empty, so it's a good thing. Everything works off an app, so let me scan the barcode so I could get location to my container. Okay guys, we entered the terminal. Our container is in row purple. So let me find row purple so I can start looking for my container. Alright guys, that's our container. I backed on in. Let me connect all my lines. Check all my locks. Okay, as you can see, my lines are connected. My locks are locked with zip ties. As I'm walking, I'm inspecting my container for any damages. My landing gear's up. Checking my tires for any flats, any defects. Make sure my lug nuts are all secure. Mud flaps intact. As you can see here, I need to lock my back locks and zip tie. Both sides. Doors are locked. Seals intact. All my lights are working. So let me get my locks on. Alright guys, as you can see, the lock is secure with zip ties. Finished checking out my tires, no flats. Got all my lug nuts, mud flaps intact. Guys, check your fifth wheel, make sure that pin is locked. Alright guys, release your brakes. Pump them to adjust your slacks. Let's check our trailer brake. Everything's good. Alright, let's get out of here, guys. Guys, exiting the terminal. Everything goes through the app, so we just have to get to the portal and scan our barcode. Alright guys, I scanned my barcode, just waiting for the barcode to get processed and the gate to open. Okay guys, gate just open. We have about 115 miles to drive to destination. So let me get on the highway and I'll update you from there. Guys, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Traffic is moving pretty good. We're gonna continue our drive and see how the rest of the day goes. Guys, we're driving to destination. Still got about 100 miles to drive. 30 minutes away from destination. Let me go find where I need to go and check in, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, we made it to the loading dock. This is a live unload, so now we just wait until they unload us. All right, guys, we just finished the unload. Let's start driving back to the terminal. All right, guys, we're about 68 miles from the terminal. Stop and grab some fuel, but traffic is moving pretty good. Alright guys, I'm gonna pull into this Pilot. Diesel price is $3.95. With my fuel card I get a discount, so it's around $3.50, $3.55. So let me grab some fuel and we'll go from there. Alright guys, we're about 10 minutes away from the terminal. I already dropped off the container. I still gotta return the chassis and pick up my next load. Alright guys, we made it to the terminal. Like I said, we're turning in an empty chassis and picking up our next load. Remember, watch your speed when you're going to the first checkpoint. Alright guys, let me bring up my app, enter my information so I could get in the terminal. Alright guys, scan our barcode. We're just waiting for them to process it and the gate to open so we have access to the terminal. Hey guys, gate is open. Told us to go to row 3 to drop off the chassis, and then we'll go and pick up our next load. Alright guys, we're in row 3. You can see some train. Let me find a spot and park this chassis. Alright guys, we just parked our chassis. Let's disconnect and go pick up our next load.